That intense, hypnotic stare, if you own a Border Collie, you've seen it. It's unnerving, almost otherworldly. They don't just look at you, they seem to look through you. But what if I told you that this isn't just a quirky look? This is one of the most sophisticated and powerful tools in the entire canine world. This is not a gaze of affection. This is the gaze of control. This is the secret language of the Border Collie eye, and understanding it is the key to understanding the very soul of this breed. In this video, we're going to decode this mysterious behavior. We'll travel to the Scottish Highlands where this trait was forged, break down the exact science of how the eye works on livestock, and most importantly, we'll translate what it means when your Border Collie uses it on you, either during play, at mealtime, or just while relaxing on the couch. If you're ready to finally understand the silent conversation your brilliant dog is trying to have with you, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps you never miss a deep dive into the true nature of our favorite dog breeds. Now, let's unlock the secret of the stare. To understand the eye, we must first understand the job that created it. The Border Collie was developed in the rugged borderlands between Scotland and England for one primary purpose: to control livestock, particularly sheep, over vast open terrain. A shepherd needed a dog that could think for itself and execute commands from a great distance. But how do you control a large, often stubborn animal without brute force? The answer was not barking or biting. The answer was psychological control. The answer was the eye. Through generations of selective breeding, shepherds chose dogs that possessed an intense, hypnotic gaze. This stare is a form of pressure. In the world of livestock herding, pressure isn't physical, it's spatial and psychological. A sheep feels threatened when a predator stares at it. The Border Collie uses this deeply ingrained prey instinct against the sheep itself. When a Border Collie goes into the eye, its entire body changes. It becomes low to the ground, movements become stalking and deliberate, and its focus narrows to a laser point. It's not just looking, it's projecting its will. The sheep, feeling the weight of this predatory stare, moves away from the pressure to find a position of comfort. The dog then uses its position and the intensity of its gaze to shape, direct, and control the entire flock's movement with breathtaking precision. This was the original remote control, a silent, powerful command executed through gaze alone. So, what does this mean for you when your Border Collie fixes that same intense stare on you in your living room? They aren't trying to herd you, but they are using their primary tool of communication and control. The context tells you everything. The herding stare, you'll see this during play, especially with balls or frisbees. Your dog is stationary, body low, utterly motionless except for its eyes, which are locked onto the toy. This is the pure, unadulterated working eye. The toy has become the sheep. They are controlling it with their gaze, containing its movement in their mind before the chase. They are in a state of hyper-focused readiness. The commanding or requesting stare. This is when your Border Collie stares at you, then at the leash, then back at you, or stares at the treat jar or at their empty food bowl. This is a directed, purposeful use of the stare. They are applying the pressure of their focus to make something happen. They are, in their mind, herding you toward a specific action. It's their way of saying, I have identified the objective, now execute. The observing stare. Sometimes your Border Collie will just sit and watch you for long periods. This can feel unsettling, but it's often a sign of their deep engagement with their pack. They are intelligent, observant creatures who learn by watching. They are studying your routines, your moods, your habits. You are the most interesting channel in their world, and they are gathering data. The anxious stare. This is a crucial one to recognize. If the stare is overly intense, rigid, and accompanied by a tense body and no clear objective, it can be a sign of understimulation or anxiety. A Border Collie with nothing to do may fixate on something: a shadow, a light spot, a passing caraz, a dysfunctional outlet for their drive. This isn't a healthy working eye. It's a symptom of a brilliant mind without a job. Understanding the nuance behind the stare allows you to respond appropriately, fulfilling their needs and strengthening your bond. You cannot and should not try to eliminate the eye. It is the core of the Border Collie's being. The goal is not to suppress this powerful tool, but to provide it with healthy, constructive outlets. A Border Collie with a job for its mind is a happy and well-adjusted dog. Here's how you can honor and channel this instinct. Embrace structured play. Don't just throw a ball. Make the entire ritual a job. Ask for a sit, stay, then a down before you throw. Use the eye to your advantage. Teach them to hold their stare on the ball until you release them with a command. This transforms a simple game into a complex task that engages both body and mind. Provide a job. Give them puzzles that require focus. Advanced obedience, agility courses, herding balls, or scent work are all brilliant substitutes. These activities require the same intense concentration and problem-solving as herding sheep. A 15-minute training session that makes them think can be more tiring than an hour of mindless running. Teach an off switch. This is critical. Use a release cue like all done to signal that work time is over. Follow it with a chew toy or a settle-down cuddle session. You must teach them that it's safe and acceptable to not be working 24/7. This helps prevent the anxious, obsessive staring that leads to burnout for both dog and owner. By engaging the eye in structured activities, you validate your dog's deepest instincts. You become a true partner, giving their powerful native language a purpose rather than letting it become a source of neurosis. So, the next time your Border Collie locks you in that powerful, silent stare, remember, you are not just being looked at. You are witnessing 1,000 years of selective breeding for intelligence, focus, and control. You are seeing a living, breathing masterpiece of canine engineering. That gaze is not a challenge to be one. It is an invitation to communicate on their terms, to engage with one of the most brilliant minds in the animal kingdom. It's the price and the privilege of living with a Border Collie. If this deep dive into the secret language of the eye has given you a new appreciation for your dog, then do us a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support helps us uncover the true stories behind your favorite breeds. Now, we have to know, what is the most intense thing your Border Collie has ever stared at? Tell us your best stories in the comments below. We read every single one. Thanks for watching.